Are you wondering why you have toxic relationships? Are you wondering why your friendship are unhealthy or your relationships? Well, if you are wondering why, this is the video for you.
You so fucking precious when you smile.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm not going to talk about how I've not been posting because you guys really don't give a shit. Today I'm doing something very different. Very different from what I usually do, and I'm doing it because I want to do it. I feel like I want to do more of me for people out there who are feeling low, that they don't feel as if anyone appreciates them, that feeling insecure, heavy-hearted, like no one gives a shit. I give a shit about you. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible because I was going to do it with my friend because but anyhow, I wanted to do it with my friend because I'm not really good with words and I always forget what to say. I'm sure people can relate to this because you know when you have thought about what to say and when it's actually time for you to say it, everything, your mind is clear. That's how I am. I'm trying to talk about unhealthy relationship, healthy and unhealthy relationships, toxic relationships. When I say relationships, I also mean friendship, platonic relationships. You might be wondering, why do I always meet the wrong people? Why do I always get bad friendships, girl or bro? To be honest, the first thing you have to look at is yourself. Okay, let me remove my shade small. First thing you have to look at is yourself. See, guys, I'm sweating. It's hot in this country. You guys know this. I sweat all the time. Okay, so you have to check yourself. Are you toxic? Because you really need to understand that. Are you toxic? Are you unhealthy? Is how you relate to people, is it bad? So you need to look at yourself and like realize and think, why is this happening to me? Is it because I'm toxic? You might be the toxic one. Like, I'm just being straightforward. You might be the toxic one. You might be posting, oh, why is everybody toxic? Fuck toxic friends. But you might be the toxic person. So you really need to check yourself. And this is my category. You are not toxic, but you give people benefit of a doubt a lot, and that leads you, like, that makes you open the gates for toxic people to enter and destroy your space, like, legit. You give people benefit of a doubt, and you know, in your head, your intuition will tell you, your gut will tell you, you can forgive the person, but you don't need to allow the person back into your space. So you saying that, oh, like, let me just forgive this person, let me give this person of a benefit of a doubt, but your intuition is telling you you shouldn't, but you are. That's why probably these toxic people keep on happening, keep on appearing in your life, because you keep on allowing people to enter your space and destroy it. Like, you need to protect your space, you need to protect your energy, and that's something that it really came very clear to me. If you know me, I'm a hard guy, yo. I'm a hard guy. Like, I don't call anybody my friend. Like, legit. I won't say I can count my friends with my fingers, but I don't call anybody my friend. Like, legit, because I've had so much experiences with friendship, relationships from my uni years to now, and I just don't call anybody my friend. I'm a very straightforward person. I will tell you straight up that you're not my friend. You might be an acquaintance, and I'll say it straight up. So yeah, I'm a very hard guy, but then something about me is I'm very forgiving. This person, I give people benefit of a doubt a lot, and I allow them to destroy my space and energy. And it got to the point that I was so, like, I hate people, I hate this, like, legit, I can just be like, I don't like people. But why? Like, you're a human being, like, why? I get people like, you don't like people, that's to you, but when you're saying you don't like people because of how people have treated you or something, that makes you bitter. And you really don't need to be bitter in this life. Like, straight up, you don't need to be bitter. Someone else is not going to make you bitter. You need to stop giving people power over your life. Stop allowing people to have so much control over your life. You really rate this person like here, this huge, and person rates you like here, yeah, even less than that. And you need to stop that. You need to come to a realization that you are not going to allow this human being destroy you. You are not going to allow this human being determine how you are going to feel in how many minutes time. You shouldn't do that. You are your own person. People, like, be like, I'm looking for my other half, I'm looking for the someone to complete me. You need to cut that bullshit, like cut it off. If you have that mentality, people are going to keep on giving you bass and boss, and you're just going to be living a bitter life. Why I say this is because you are your own person. You are whole. Your person, you are whole. You don't need somebody else to make you feel complete. You are complete. You are who you are, and that's totally fine. Oh, I forgot to mention, this video was inspired by Kiana Naomi. I was watching her video, and I was so lucky to watch that video because I was actually planning on passing it. But once I watched the video, she linked a lot of TED Talks, and I started watching and listening to TED Talks. And you guys, when I say I'm obsessed, because they have so much reasoning, they have so much understanding. I really understood the whole unhealthy and healthy relationship. I was in a situationship, like, not long ago. Let me even put my shades for this. I was in a situationship not long ago, and the person ghosted me. Before the person ghosted me, it was a situation where the person was not good at communication. And that's how this person is. And I don't want to dive into too much about how your partner should understand your mental health, and yeah, it's very important for your partner to understand your mental health. That's fact. But I don't want to go into that because I want this video to be short. But the person wasn't good with communicating. And I had a lot of insecurities. I had anxieties. And you guys, let me tell you something. Because in Nigeria, you know, everybody is just like, waiting be depression, waiting is like, what is anxiety, please? I used to have, when in uni, secondary school, I used to have anxiety attacks, and I didn't know what anxiety was, so I used to call them my episodes, and I didn't used to tell anybody about it. I legit used to be like closed off. So it's only Oyinda. So the first time I actually told someone about it, and that time I was in a situationship with the person, and the person used it against me, and it felt so, obviously it's terrible. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to tell anybody about this, blah 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 blah. And this thing kept eating me up. So when I finally knew what anxiety was, okay, this situationship was when we were in uni. So back to the situationship I had of recent. So when I decided to talk to this situationship about my mental health and my anxiety, I got the courage to tell this situationship about my anxiety, about my mental health, and how the person reacted was not how I wanted the person to react. So after I told the person about my anxiety, that's when I got ghosted, and the person was not good with communication. The person, I'm not trying to badmouth the person. The person is a good person, but the person is not good with communication. The person, things that I was scared of, that used to drive my anxiety, was what that person had. And I didn't realize it because I kept on giving the person the benefit of doubt. But you guys, when I watched videos and I realized a lot of things. See, back before, I had a lot of confidence, you guys. Like, no one can tell me nothing. That's how I was. But definitely, like, everyone has insecurities, and that happened to me with living, like, weight, with everything, a lot. But you guys, once I started watching these TED Talks and videos, I feel better than ever. I did feel better than ever when I realized my worth, and I realized that someone else can't determine my happiness. Like, I can't make someone else the main character of my own story. Like, hell no. Like, no. Like, once that clocked in, I honestly feel better than I have in a very long time. Yeah, the main purpose of this video is just telling you guys that you need all these toxic relationships that you're letting in. I know that sometimes you just don't want to let somebody go because, oh, you guys have this history, but this person is affecting your mental health. This person is affecting things, and it's making you yourself be unhealthy. Because once I started feeling that way, even me was unhealthy for myself. and from there you start to project your feelings to other people and start trying to make people feel bad. Like, you really don't need to do that. I was actually thinking of ways to hurt people, and that's bullshit. Like, that's actually bullshit, because you don't need to, like, you don't need to do that. It's not as if I have become it's not as if I have become like the whisperer or the professor of toxic relationships or this and that, or understanding. But then I'm just trying to pass the message across of what I've learned, that you guys should love yourself and forgive yourself for the mistakes you have made. See, this is life. Mistakes are meant to happen. Mistakes happen. It is life. Mistakes happen, and you don't need to beat yourself up for it. You can be a better person, be a better you. Stop living your life for others, because honestly, that's not even living, you guys. It's not living. Oh yeah, and there was something else I wanted to mention. Once I spoke to that person on my mental health, even though the person didn't react the way I wanted person to react, once I spoke to that person, I feel that was like a stepping stone for me to actually talk about mental health, because you shouldn't feel ashamed about your mental health. If you're having anxiety, depression, it doesn't make you crazy, it doesn't make you a burden. You need to talk about it. People are here to reach out to you. People are here to help you. You are a star on your own. You are a bad bitch or guy. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope I passed my message across well. Hasta la vista.